Welcome back to another episode of Reality Hits Matt. I'm your host, Michelle.
And I'm Matt.
Today we're going to be going over Season 3, Episode 7 of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And it hit me like just how close to the end we were to Season 3.
Yeah, just 2 more after this. 3 more after this.
Yeah, 3 more after
10
this.
10 and no reunion?
No, they have a reunion this one. They don't have a reunion Season 4.
Okay.
We're getting there.
Almost there, huh?
Yep.
All right, well, let me give a quick recap of Season 3, Episode 6.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. This was all the girls were getting together for this press tour they're doing. It's like a couple days. It's a big Hulu event, and Dancing with the Stars is going to be there to interview people.
Mm-hmm.
So Whitney comes back to be on Dancing with the Stars, or have her interview to be on Dancing with the Stars. Obviously, we know that she was already on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, we already know that.
So she's back. Everybody goes out to wherever this is. I don't know. And all the girls are staying at a hotel. And during, like, getting ready for the press day, they're having their makeup done. And I think it's Macy and Demi are in, like, the same room. I guess they all go to the same room, but, like, they're in there and taking turns. Macy and Demi are in there, and then Whitney comes in.
Yeah.
And Whitney and Demi start talking about the whole Jesse Marciano thing and all this stuff, and Macy's, like, texting the girls what's going on.
Yeah, I think she's just texting Jesse.
Okay, texting Jesse. Okay. And, yeah. I don't really know what else comes out of that.
I think the biggest thing is that she started to compare herself to Macy and Michaela's situation and saying, like, they should, like, sympathize with her and have her back because, like, she's a victim.
Oh, right. Yeah, she had said that she called Marciano a predator.
Yeah.
And he assaulted her.
Right.
Right. But so according to her, they didn't even kiss, so the assault was him grabbing her butt.
Yeah. I think he did kiss her on
I know
the
there
cheek.
were... Okay.
Yeah, and then, I guess, grabbing her butt. Yeah.
I know, and then there was a lot, like, you know, they were talking about how, like, she was really flirty and, like, grabbing his hand and stuff, and then you had just said she compared herself to Macy and Michaela.
Yeah.
And I don't know the story there, but from what you were saying, like, that just sounds like really terrible things happened to them.
Yeah.
And to compare that to somebody grabbing your butt after you were flirting with them.
Yeah, and
grabbing their hand.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, to almost use that argument to just create more validity behind your stance. Like, it's not saying that you weren't, like, if that did happen. And yeah, and it wasn't wanted. Like, that's definitely
and it
wrong.
wasn't warranted. It's a problem. But to, like, then be like, well, no one's believing me, so, like, I'm going to bring your history into this. It's like, let's not bring specific people's issues into the argument. Right. Like, it's just, you know, Macy's situation isn't the same as Michaela's situation. Like, Michaela was a child when it happened. Like, everyone's situation is, like, completely absolutely
different.
Yeah, you can't compare any of it. Also, in there, I think while they were getting their makeup done, does Macy mention something about the lie detector test? Yeah. Is that then? Yep. And Demi was, like, shocked, like...
Yeah, she was like, oh.
Like, didn't know. And, but her and Whitney were talking about how Jesse and Marciano were conspiring against her. And then there's the TikTok that Marciano posted. I think that is kind of... I don't know if that happened before or after this. Maybe it was before.
I'm not sure when it happened.
I don't know.
But
I'm all over the place.
No, it's fine.
But
I mean,
he got uninvited to the whole Hulu event, so he wasn't there, and they think that that's Demi's doing. But his ex-girlfriend, Hannah, is there.
Correct.
And she, I guess, was talking with Demi and was like, look,
this or that, whatever, but like, can you drop like the predator thing?
Yeah.
Like, he's not a predator. And Demi was like, oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
So there's that. Yeah, I'm all over the place. Then Whitney, I think all the girls have their interviews for the Dancing with the Stars. Whitney, you said, just had an amazing interview. Like, if you didn't know she was already on Dancing with the Stars, you would have thought that she is going to get it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there was a point where you were saying Taylor said the only reason Whitney's on there is because she turned it down.
Yeah, so this has recently come out because, like, Whitney posted a TikTok saying that it was basically, it seemed like sarcasm / satire to me, but it was something about, like, how it feels to be the creator of MomTok and Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and, like, she's, like, in her car. And then, so she was kind of like, oh, because Taylor had posted in her bio, in her Instagram or TikTok bio, creator of MomTok.
Okay.
And so it just said creator, like, not, like, you know, co-creator or whatever. It was like creator. So then, like, she was like, well, if we're all taking titles, so like she like posted one saying like she was the creator of MomTok and Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and all the girls commented on it. It was like, put it in your bio. So then Taylor came out with screenshots of like, well, I'm the one that made your career because I turned down Dancing with the Stars.
Right. Okay.
And so, like, had I not turned it down, you wouldn't have been on it.
Yeah.
And, like, sent the screenshots of, like, people being like, how, like, scale to 1 to 10, how interested you are Dancing with the Stars, and, like, all this stuff.
Yeah.
So she's, like, taking credit now for Whitney's career, which is, like, all right.
Yeah.
Anyway. So that's more recent. Like, that's like now.
All right.
That
I could have used a disclaimer last week when you were talking about
I think I did disclaim that.
Well, I must not have been listening.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Like, you can call me out a lot of shit. I'm pretty sure I disclaimed that.
So then a couple other things out of the episode. Taylor and Whitney talk, and they kind of, you said they have like a playful banter. Like, they're like, we're going to do this. We're going to be coworkers. We're not going to, hate each other. And then Jesse and Demi talk towards the end of the episode. And I think they kind of get to like the same kind of, it is what it is. Let's put this behind us and move on. Like, we don't have to like each other, but we need to do these things together on the show and all that. So, and then the other thing, I guess they're getting ready to go to StageCoach, which I guess that's where they're going to be now.
Yep.
All right. Well, if I didn't miss anything too important, I was all over the place. Let's
got it covered.
Let's start the next one.
So, episode 7 is called The Book of Broken Hearts.
Okay.
So all the girls are headed to Palm Springs for StageCoach. So they're going straight from LA to Palm Springs to attend StageCoach.
Okay.
Jen is still behind. She got really sick during the press week, so she went to urgent care.
Okay.
And all the girls are like, she should just stay home instead of coming. She does end up coming, but she's not with them. So driving to StageCoach is Taylor, Layla, Miranda, Jessie, Macy, and Michaela.
Okay.
And then Whitney is going to come out later and meet them to film like content.
Okay.
And then peace out.
Just to like fulfill her part of the obligation for the sponsor, for the brand.
Correct.
Okay. And Demi's not there.
And yeah, Demi is not there. She went home.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So some of the Dad Talk guys will also be joining them at StageCoach, including Dakota. I guess ever since the barbecue, Macy says that Dad Talk and Mom Talk have not been seeing eye to eye, so they're really nervous about this weekend.
Okay.
And it comes out that Taylor's the one that invited Dad Talk to StageCoach.
Oh, okay.
So she's like,
wasn't the brand didn't want Dad Talk there?
No, and they actually invited a few other friends to join them. Like the house that they were staying in was so big that they like invited, like there's girls that like you can see in the background, but like they're not
part
filming
of the show
or part of it.
Anything.
And so then they're like, well, probably Michaela and Macy were like, we're pregnant, we want our husbands there.
That makes sense.
And then Taylor probably invited Jordan and Dakota.
Right.
So it's the 4 of them. So it's not all of Dad Talk.
All right.
And then Connor does show up with Whitney, but obviously like stays with Whitney.
Shows up and then pieces out. Okay.
Michaela brings up that she doesn't know why they voted Taylor in as their leader, because they did that since she said if Whitney and Demi do come back, she would tell them to fuck off. And she's like, well, that didn't happen this past weekend or this past week.
And Taylor said, well, I meant that if they're being mean to one of you and bitching to your face. And Michaela goes, Whitney always bitches. So, like, her and Macy are like, well, if she keeps, like, yakking, like, you know, like, keep talking, I can't take that. And, yeah, their whole attitude is like, Whitney always does that.
Okay.
Taylor said she just wants Whitney to feel welcome because she is making an appearance at Stagecoach. Macy says if she starts yapping at me, and Michaela says she's always yapping, and then the intro plays. So they definitely don't want Whitney there.
Couldn't tell at all.
The girls arrive at their Stagecoach like mansion. This place is massive.
Okay.
It's huge. It has a pool house. It has multiple, I would assume, like master bedrooms. So yeah, there's definitely places to get away from one another in this massive house.
Okay.
So as the girls are hanging out, Macy's talking about how she's not looking forward to Dakota showing up. And at that point, Kate, who is, I think, Layla's friend, Layla or Jessie, shows up with some other girls. And Layla and some of the other girls start, like, screaming. Like, you know, the girls scream, like, ah! Like at the top of your lungs, like
they're excited.
Yeah, and so it's them screaming, and then Macy and Michaela at the table like eating.
Okay.
And Macy just goes, "Are they okay?" So they were like not feeling that.
Okay.
The girls are relaxing at the house, and Demi starts posting stories, and they all start getting like notifications that Demi is posting. So this post says, it seems pretty clear, but I guess some people are still confused. Unwanted physical touch equals assault. Period. The end. To the people that were made aware of these events and watched me cry and all. And she continues to go on about how the girls saw her cry, and now they're victim shaming her, and all of this stuff. So Jessie at this point was frustrated because she thought the conversation between the two of them would have put this conversation to rest. So it's not that Demi is posting, you know, Marciano's a predator, I was physically assaulted. She's still grouping the girls into the conversation about victim shaming her, even though she did confront Demi about, well, what about these texts you sent him? And what about this? And, you know, at this point, we're just confused, so let's just drop it. And so all the girls are very frustrated and pissed off that they're all being lumped into this one group because it's very clear that it's about MomTok.
Yeah.
So all the girls start talking about this post, and they all agree that she never cried in front of them. Taylor thinks that even if her story is true, her posts are not okay because they are attacking MomTok for something they didn't do.
Right.
Michaela even points out that Demi at one point said she wasn't a victim, and now she's claiming that she is a victim, so she's confused about that. And Jessie's just still in awe about everything. At that point, Dad Talk does show up, so that's Dakota, Jace, Jordan, and Jacob.
Okay.
Jordan tells Jessie that he's sorry about Demi's post, and he saw it, and he doesn't agree with what she's doing, and tells her not to let anyone gaslight her. And if she needs anything, to just let him know and he'll be there. So at that point, Jessie in an interview says her and Jordan are still in the 90-day separation, and she's not sure where they're going to go after, but she is happy that he's there because he has been through this whole journey with Demi and the ups and downs and the frustration she's had with Demi and just kind of all of their friendship drama that they've had. So it's nice to have someone who understands that all there.
Right.
So they are very cordial this trip. There's not any fighting between Jordan and Jessie.
Okay. And the last episode, they went to Disney with their kids together to take their kids on a vacation.
Yes.
Okay.
So
a lot of time spent together for a separation.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't share like a bed together though. So Taylor does tour Dakota and Jordan around. And she brings them into the pool house and goes, "This is empty, so have at it." And so they're not even in the main house with everyone. All right. So they kind of have their own space.
Yeah.
Even though later on, we'll get to that.
Okay.
Zach tells the girls that Jen is in an Uber on her way to the house. So I guess she's Ubering from LA to Palm Springs. I think that's like a couple hours. So
jeez, okay.
The girls are surprised that she's still coming, but she's on the way. As the girls are showing the guys around, Taylor in an interview says she's going through a lot personally right now, and some in her family just recently got diagnosed with leukemia. So she just wants to kind of live in the moment, and she's kind of just letting this Dakota thing do its own thing because she wants to spend time with people she loves, and she still loves Dakota.
Okay,
so
all right.
I think there were ulterior motives to her inviting Dad Talk to Stagecoach.
Okay.
In my personal opinion. Michaela then brings Jason to their master suite that they have. So they have this huge ensuite bed, giant TV, little seating area, walk-in shower, and then like a jacuzzi tub inside the bathroom. And Michaela shows Jace everything and tells Jace that they could use this time away from the kids to connect and relax. Jace says that he's looking forward to it and he's really excited. And then as they were sitting there, he's like sitting in this like swivel chair, and Michaela's making comments about a naughty schoolgirl. And then he's like, "Call me Professor."
Okay.
A producer asked if this is typical for Michaela to ask to role play, and he said no, but it's great that she's trying. And so I do agree it's great that she's trying. I just think this is really awkward to have on film. Like, to go from I'm not comfortable being intimate to my husband to like, let's air all of our issues out on camera.
Yeah, for everybody to see.
It's just a little uncomfortable to me. Like, it was hard for me to watch some of that. But good for you, girl. The girls are getting ready for Stagecoach, and they're filming TikToks. Michaela then starts getting ready, and she starts freaking out, screaming. And apparently Lana Del Ray had messaged her.
Okay.
Do you know who Lana Del Ray is?
I've heard the name.
Okay. So she's a pretty big name. Like, I'd be freaking out if Lana Del Rey messaged me, too. Lana Del Rey told Michaela that she wants the MomTok girls to go side stage to meet her because apparently she's a huge fan and is really excited that they're there.
Wow.
So all the girls at this point are freaking out and they can't wait. The party bus shows up and Jen still hasn't gotten there. So they're like, wait, where's Jen? Zach says that she is still Ubering to the house, even though it's been hours.
Okay.
And she's still 2 hours away because the Tesla she was in died. So they're charging it.
There you go. Gotta love it.
Zach stays behind at the house to wait for Jen. And it seems like they're just there to enjoy this house.
Yeah.
Like, they're not interested in going to Stagecoach. So they get to Stagecoach and they all go to the side stage to meet Lana. And by all, I mean, I don't know why it was like Taylor wasn't there, but or Miranda, but Jesse, Michaela, and Macy all go side stage to meet Lana Del Ray.
Okay.
Lana's like, wait, are you guys mic'd up right now? Because, like, the cameras are there. And they're like, yeah, we are. And then she goes, is Whitney friend or fire? Like, she's, like, trying to get the, like, the details. Like, she's like, wait, really? Like, really? And you can tell she's probably a Whitney fan because she's like, is that true? Is all this, like, real or is this fake? And the girls start saying, yeah, she's the villain for sure. And then Jesse at one point goes, just wait till season 2 comes out. And at that point, I'm like, wasn't Demi more of the villain in season 2? Like, Whitney didn't really do much to stir the pot. She was trying to get back into MomTok in season 2. So
right.
I was a little confused by that comment. Like, I didn't think she came off that bad in season 2.
But I mean,
there was definitely moments. She had moments, but
I think
not as bad as Demi.
There's like the perception part of it, though. Like, they don't know what's in the season; they haven't seen it either. Mm-hmm. And like, because you had thought like Demi thought she got like a good edit in some areas, and like she just comes off as a terrible person. I think in like season 2. So
I will say that next week is season 2 premiere week
for them. So in real life.
Oh, like, so the week
the
after
next
Stagecoach
episode, yeah,
is season 2's premiere.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And so like they're doing more press and they talk about premiere.
But yeah, I mean they could think like from what they saw of Whitney.
Yeah.
That she's gonna look terrible or be the villain.
Maybe.
But then, it's edited and it's put together and
it just seemed, I don't know. She had her baby with her everywhere she went. She didn't really
right.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, I was like, anyway. So Lana was trying to get the scoop, and they were like, "Yeah, she is the villain for sure, and we're not friends with her." And Michaela's like, "You're asking the wrong person right now. Like, I hate her." So yeah, which I don't think you got the extent of Michaela's wrath towards her until season 2.
Right.
Because season 1 ended with her birthday party where she was annoyed that Whitney was there.
Yeah.
But you really didn't get, like, I remember being confused. Why does Michaela hate her so much?
Yeah, you kept asking that.
Yeah, and then season 2, Macy kind of joined that camp. So, yeah, it was kind of all over the place. So I could see why she's confused. So meanwhile, Jordan and Taylor are talking. And he says he hasn't got a good night's sleep in a month and a half. Taylor asks why, and he says just the guilt and sadness is getting to him. So it seems like he's also kind of feeling some shame and guilt behind his marriage crumbling. So
right.
At least there was that acknowledgement that he's not all sunshine and roses. And as they're talking, a girl approaches Dakota. So Dakota's sitting on the ground eating food behind them as Taylor and Jordan are talking.
Okay.
And a girl kind of looks like she's looking for her. You know when you kind of do like this and then you like accidentally get close to someone. But there wasn't many people around, so it definitely seemed like she was intentionally trying to get close. So she was like, "Oh, I lost my friends."
Right.
So Dakota was like, "Oh, have you tried calling them?" And she was like, "No, but they'd probably be over there somewhere, so I'm going to go look." And then she says that Dakota's cute and all this stuff. And so Jordan's still trying to talk to Taylor, and Taylor is staring at this happening.
Right.
And Taylor at one point says, "Hold on, I want to see how he reacts."
Okay.
And then when she walks away and Dakota's like, "Oh, have a good night," Taylor goes, "Dakota, what did you say to her? Like, what did you say?" And he goes, "I don't know. Like, nothing. I didn't say much." And Taylor gets so upset and storms off. And, like, her face was, "What did you say to her? You're not together anymore." And it just went from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
When they didn't exchange numbers. Dakota didn't get up to talk to her. He's still sitting there eating. It just was
he said,
weird.
"Have a good night."
Yeah, and he was like, "Have a good night."
So this is at Stagecoach? Like, this is at... Okay, because, like, when you were, like, they're standing here and he's sitting on the ground and he's eating, I'm just like, where is this taking place?
Sorry, they're at Stagecoach.
Okay, yeah.
So while the other 3 are meeting Lana, they're kind of eating and hanging out. And, like, probably waiting for them.
Right, okay.
So Taylor storms off. Dakota in an interview says that if Taylor did come to him and said that she wants to be with him, he would say yes. Dakota then tries to go up to Taylor and she walks away from him. So they're standing on a stage watching a performance. Dakota kind of goes around to try to talk to Taylor and Taylor just keeps going. Dakota says he gives up and walks away. Back at the mansion, all the girls get back and they're going to bed, and Jen finally gets there in her Tesla Uber. She sounds horrible.
Okay.
She sounds sick. She's coughing. I also wouldn't want her to be like, go home.
Yeah.
Go home, girl. I get this is a really cool house. But
yeah, you can stay out in the pool house with
with Dakota and
Jordan.
I mean, I think it's big enough that no one would hear her in her probably section of the house, her wing. But she does say that she showed up because she really wants to show that she's putting in her effort in rejoining MomTok since she was going. Yeah. She was away for a while.
Right.
But I think all the girls would have understood.
Yeah, if you're sick. If you're that sick.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, there were times before where I think they use sickness as, like, to get out of something, or, like, why.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Maybe.
She's like, I'm sick, but I'm going because, you know, they might not believe me, but I do want to be here.
But they were just with her in LA, and they saw that she was sick.
Okay, well, yeah, then that's.
And then on the drive there, they're like,
never mind.
She went to urgent care.
Never mind.
She was with them.
That poor Uber driver that she spent.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
With.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, if anyone, that poor guy,
yeah,
he probably left and got sick.
He's probably dead now.
Yeah. He's dead in his dead Tesla. It's not charged.
Yeah. Yeah. R.I.P.
All right. So as the girls are getting ready to bed, they go into Michaela's room, and Michaela's getting ready for her sauna tub romantic night with Jace.
Well, good thing all the girls are coming in then.
Well, no, like, just the camera crew. So it's Michaela and Jace and, like, the camera crew, right? Is there?
Oh, right, of course, yeah.
No, the girls aren't in there with them.
Oh, I thought you said that they were coming in.
No, the girls are going to bed, and
okay.
then Michaela's in her room. Sorry,
I
probably
thought
said
you
that
said
weird.
that they were coming into
No,
her room.
I said that weird.
Okay.
Yeah. So Michaela's getting ready for her nice romantic night with Jace. And as she's getting the sauna hot tub thing going on in my head, I'm like, you're 7 months pregnant. Should you not be getting into said hot tub?
Yeah.
And so she doesn't. She puts her feet in. So in my head, how romantic of this night did you envision in your head? So
is it like a full-on hot tub?
Yeah, it's like a little plunge hot tub on its own. It's definitely not one of those like bathtub jacuzzi spots. It's like a legit hot tub.
Okay.
And so she turns on the jets for it, but then the jets are really weird, and it's just like bubbling up, like, and getting everywhere.
Okay.
So she says at that point, her and Jace are getting really frustrated, and this isn't going the way that she wanted to. And in my head, I'm wondering what she did envision for this night.
7 months pregnant.
Right. So they have their feet in there. How lovey-dovey were you willing to get in front of the camera crew?
Right.
All of it was just weird to me.
Yeah.
And then at that point, Jace suggests that they go outside to the outdoor hot tub. So they leave their room because they have an exit onto the patio.
Okay.
And then they go over to the outdoor hot tub, but they couldn't get... Or they turned that one on, or they couldn't get it, but it wasn't hot enough. So
so they were going to that hot tub because this one was just splashing everywhere. Yeah,
splashing everywhere.
Okay, hold on.
But then that one was cold. So they try the outdoor hot tub. It's not warm enough. And at that point, Michaela asks if they can just go to bed because she's not feeling it anymore.
Right.
Jay says that it really bothers him and he really wanted this. And Michaela says she's tired and wants to go to bed. So Jace is really frustrated at this point, and then they call it a night and head in.
Right. Okay.
So this hot tub situation really put a damper, and in my head, that's when I'm like, there's way more issues than freaking hot tubs.
Yeah.
In your relationship and marriage, that shouldn't derail the whole night.
Oh, jeez.
So then we go to day 2, Stagecoach.
Okay.
The girls are hanging out by the pool. Jordan says that Dakota was missing this morning in their pool house. And they were supposed to go to the gym, but he must have gotten kidnapped.
That or he was out with that other girl he met.
Cut to Dakota sneaking out of Taylor's room.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, Taylor texted Dakota in the middle of the night saying, if you're scared over there, you can come join me in my bed.
I guess she was over all the other shit that happened earlier then, huh?
Yeah. That's what happens when you're mentally unstable. Taylor, in an interview when producers are pressing her about this text and him coming over, just keeps saying, and then finally she confirms, yes, we did have sex. Dakota says that he missed their connection and it just feels right.
Okay.
Taylor goes out to the pool and says good afternoon to everyone because apparently it's already afternoon.
Okay.
Zach says he heard that she had a long night last night, and apparently everyone knows about this because even Jen, when she's like, what are you talking about? Jen was like making like, you know, like...
Okay.
As they're talking about that, Layla does say we need to start getting ready because we have to leave at like 2:30 or something. And Jen says that she's still really sick, so she's not going to make it today. So they're just going to hang out at the house.
Okay.
So they're just going to have a relaxing day by the pool. And
sounds nice.
I know. I was like, actually, that's what I would want to do. Not go to the Stagecoach. Jesse tells the girls that Whitney is delayed but is coming as soon as possible, and Whitney supposedly reposted Demi's story and said, I love you, Demi, so proud of you. So the story about all the girls victim shaming her.
Okay.
The girls, needless to say, are pissed about Whitney doing this, and they decide at that point that they aren't going to be in her content or video when she gets there, and they're just going to ignore her.
Okay. And she was the one that was like last episode, like kind of upset about how she came back and people weren't, like when she got voted back into MomTok before about how it was like, oh, you know, I guess so. Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I won't be her friend. You know, Michaela's like, oh, you know, this, you know, my stance.
Yeah.
And then she was also the one that like mentioned, I think, while they were at the event, like how their group was just separated and not talking, and she's just like, okay. And yeah. So like that's really just gonna pile on to all that then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
sorry, I was trying to explain all that, and I was like, wait.
No, you're good. Yeah, you're spot on. And like Whitney's at this point, and it's good to point out at this point the reunion hasn't happened. In real life, like in real life, in this filming moment, the reunion hasn't happened. So this comes out at the beginning, like at the end of this episode, beginning of next episode, where Whitney is like, I didn't know that those texts between her and Marciano existed until they confronted me at the reunion and then asked for my opinion on it when I didn't know that was a thing.
Wow, okay.
So all these girls are mad at her, but they're not having conversations or explaining their side of the story. So she's only fed what she's fed from Demi.
Yeah.
So while lumping all the girls into one and putting them all in a category, and I think Whitney acknowledges, yeah, that's hurtful, but then come talk to me and explain to me what's going on because I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, that's funny. The whole timeline thing of everything, like the seasons, Dancing with the Stars, the reunions, things that are happening now because we're just talking about season 3.
Oh yeah,
like,
it's all combobulated.
It's so crazy to like try and keep all this shit straight.
So at this point, Whitney doesn't know the text that Demi sent to Marciano. The, you know, conversations and the scrolling that Layla saw.
Right.
You know, eggplant emoji, oysters taste like cum thing. Like, all this stuff. Like, she doesn't know that exists.
Yeah.
All she knows is that her friend is telling her that she was touched by someone and it was unwanted.
Okay.
And no one's believing her.
Right.
And that's where she's at. So, could she have handled it differently? Maybe, but she also has tried so many times to reach out to these girls. Yeah. She's coming to this house to film content, and then no one talks to her except for Taylor. Like, all this stuff where it's like, where's the explanation behind it?
Yeah. No, it's like when you say it like that and the timeline and things that people know and don't know, it's crazy.
And listen, I'm not trying to get ahead of myself. There's things Whitney does later that I'm like, okay, now that you know everything, what the fuck are we doing here, girl? But we'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that. Right. But at this point, I can understand where she's coming from.
Okay.
So as the girls are filming TikToks, Jace is playing this dramatic classical music on this grand piano. Also very talented.
Oh, okay.
Very talented.
I was like, wait, he's just playing but then you're like on the piano. And I was like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, he's like,
right.
like, I
was impressed. I don't know if we've seen that side of him before. Probably not, but yeah.
Okay.
He's talented. And so as all this is going on and dramatic classical music is playing, Whitney's rolling up to the house in her Uber. So Connor and Whitney have arrived.
Okay.
At this point, Connor and Whitney walk in, and the only people that they see are Zach and Jen. Zach says hi to them, and Jen kind of ignores both of them and then leaves to go to the bathroom or something.
Okay.
Whitney says that the tension in this house can be cut with a knife, and she was under the impression that after the press week and Taylor coming to talk to her, that everything would be okay with her showing up for filming, so she's just a little bit confused about what's going on.
Yeah.
All the girls are upstairs getting ready / hiding from Whitney, so they don't even come downstairs to confront her or talk to her.
Yeah.
Taylor comes down to say hi to them, and Taylor tells her that the girls are very upset about her reposting.
Okay.
Whitney says that she's just been fed what Demi has been feeding her, and she doesn't like how the other girls have been treating her, treating Demi.
Yeah.
So at this point, she basically only has one side of the story, and Taylor just goes, yeah, but it's just a very serious thing about, her including Macy and Michaela and their history. And Whitney agrees. She goes, yeah, I absolutely agree, but they can also come talk to me as well. Whitney says that it's interesting that Taylor is speaking for the whole group, and if they all have something to say, they can say it to her face. She says that if Demi is telling the truth about being touched inappropriately and not wanted, it's disgusting that the other girls are making TikToks and making fun of Demi. She says that Jen, Layla, Jessie have all commented and replied to comments on TikTok, and they've all been making joke videos.
Oh, okay.
One of them that got shown during this was Layla posting about spilling the tea on the podcast because she knew everything. Jessie reposted how someone was proud of her for how she's handling the noise and can't wait for the truth to come out, which that one, I was like, okay, that's kind of like on par for what's going on anyway.
Right.
And then Jen commented on a post and said sexual predator, ? And then says something about why did you keep FaceTiming and texting him inappropriate things afterwards. I think that's what she said. Jen said, sexual predator? It's interesting considering she was FaceTiming him a week later, inviting him to dinner.
Okay.
Whitney says that all those women have participated in responding to comments and making videos, so she doesn't really appreciate that if that is Demi's truth and what did happen. Whitney says that her reposting it she wasn't doing it thinking that she was going to bash on MomTok. She just wanted to show support for Demi and what she's going through.
Right.
She says that she knows how a narrative online can completely be construed against yourself. Whitney says that Demi's post was calling out the people who were victim blaming her. So if the girls truly aren't victim shaming her, then why should they be upset because they wouldn't be included in that bunch?
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah, but at this point, again, like I said, I understand where Whitney's coming from.
Yeah.
None of the girls are downstairs to explain their side of the story or to show her anything that they've all seen or heard.
Yeah.
And she wasn't included in any of this, so how would she know?
Yeah.
Whitney and Taylor then start getting into it. It kind of starts just slowly escalating. Whitney says that we don't get to choose how Demi feels about someone touching her. Taylor then says, but I wouldn't turn a mistake into ruining someone's life, basically saying Demi is ruining Marciano's life by calling him a sexual predator. That's a very bad thing to do if that's not true.
Right.
Whitney says, but you did go on TikTok and say that MomTok were swingers. Taylor says, I didn't say all of MomTok were swingers. I said some of MomTok were swingers.
Right.
And then at that point, they're kind of quabbling about, did she say all or some? Because Whitney thinks it's all. Taylor thinks that this conversation is going nowhere with Whitney, and she can't take any accountability. Whitney
accountability.
Says... Accountability. Gotta take your accountability.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Whitney does say, thank you for letting me know that the girls feel like that. I didn't know how they felt. Taylor said, why wouldn't they feel like that? And Whitney says, well, they can come and say it to my face. Taylor says they don't want to come out, and Whitney says, that's fine. I'll film this TikTok and I'll just leave. So her and Connor film a TikTok together and then peace out.
Seriously, that's it?
Yeah.
That's all? She came, talked to Taylor, filmed the TikTok with her husband, and then left?
Yeah.
That's really funny.
And she probably got paid a boatload of money for that one TikTok.
That's so funny. Okay.
Like, I think probably the agreement was show that you were in the house with the other girls, or or tag us in this brand deal. So maybe house. She probably filmed a couple others, but they didn't. They just showed the one that they did.
Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, on TikTok there was probably a lot of content, and then the show is gonna make it look more dramatic. She showed up, she left.
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, pretty much. That's still what it was.
Okay. But you don't know. I mean, they could have been at StageCoach somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
no, she said, because she said to Taylor, sorry, she just left the house. She said to Taylor, but I'll probably see you at StageCoach.
Okay, all right. I was like,
when, because Taylor's like, oh, you're just here to film. And Whitney said, yes, but I'll probably see you at StageCoach. And she goes, well, all the girls are mad at you.
Yeah.
And that's when
But I'm sure she was probably even filming content at StageCoach, like probably like tagging that.
Probably.
That brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So house or StageCoach, wherever. Okay. All right. It makes more sense. Like, I thought they came out, they were like,
oh yeah,
she's like, nobody wants to talk to me.
They did go to StageCoach.
Taylor's yelling at me. I'm going to film a TikTok with Connor real quick and see you later.
Out. Whitney says it's clear that they aren't her friends anymore and she's moving on. Whitney feels like she's held to the highest standard and it's exhausting. Afterwards, Taylor is telling the girls how it went, and Jacob comes in the room and said, guys, we have to go. We can't let Whitney take over today. Meanwhile, Whitney's just in the living room filming a TikTok with Connor. Like, get out of your bedrooms and be adults.
Right.
Like, I don't know. That comment was just annoying to me. Like, oh, we can't let Whitney take over today. Okay, whatever. Meanwhile, Dakota is helping Taylor put her boots on, and she's saying that she never has enough time to get ready, and she doesn't look as good as the other girls do because they had more time, and Dakota is calling her pretty and gorgeous this entire time, so they're getting all lovey-dovey with each other. They go downstairs, and a bunch of people are taking shots before they leave, and Jace decides to take a shot or two.
All right.
Which he doesn't do normally.
Oh, he's not a drinker?
No.
Okay.
Michaela is very annoyed by this because Jace has been being cold to her all day, and now he's having shots and letting loose with other people. The group leaves for StageCoach, and the girls are like dancing and kissing on the bus, and Taylor and Dakota are like bumping and grinding. Macy is not a fan of what's going on, but overall it seems like everyone's letting loose and having a good time.
Yeah.
A girl then, when they get to StageCoach, approaches Michaela and thanks her for sharing her journey with her skin stuff and says that she's going through some stuff right now and her TikToks have really helped. Jace was standing right there, so after the girl leaves, Jace...
Yeah, Michaela was the sick girl from season 1.
Yes, Michaela, the sick girl.
The sick girl. Okay,
yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Jace says that it's... so Jace was standing right there when this interaction happened, and he turned to Michaela and said, wow, that's pretty cool, honey. And Michaela completely ignores him and walks away. When he asks if she's mad, she says yes, and that she doesn't want to talk to him, and walks like away, and so then he like just stays back and doesn't go with the group anywhere, and he's just like sitting in a corner at StageCoach.
Okay.
Macy and Jesse say that they have never seen Michaela and Jace fight before, so this was a first, and they were all just very confused about what was going on.
Right. Okay.
Cue Dakota and Taylor cuddling, and Dakota saying that he loves her with all of his heart. All the girls are grossed out and freaking out. They're taking photos together. And yeah, it's just a lot. They all get ready to leave and they don't know where Jace is, and Jace is by himself. And then they show the bus pulling away, so I don't know if Jace ever went on the bus with them. Jace in an interview says that maybe it's time for him and Michaela to take a break and separate for a while.
Oh, jeez.
So he's getting over it.
So last episode, he was all about helping her and therapy and this and that, and then...
Yeah, and I don't think he's given up, but he's kind of just at the point where he's not seeing any improvement.
Right.
And she has admitted that she hasn't scheduled the therapy appointment.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a little different. But
at that point, he's kind of under the impression, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
It's not getting better. She doesn't want to go to couples therapy.
Okay, yeah. So this is different from last episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back at the house, Jace and Michaela are in the room, and Jace, you can hear, so they have the camera outside. They're not mic'd up, but you can hear them from outside the door. Jace is telling Michaela that she was not right for what she did today, and she treated him like shit, and it wasn't fair, and all this stuff. So you can't hear, it's like inaudible what Michaela's saying back to him, but you can hear Jace talking to her.
Yeah.
The girls are wondering where Michaela is, so they are on the other side of the house in the kitchen, so they can't hear any of this going on.
Oh, so like all the girls are hanging out together.
Right. And
so
finally, Macy and Taylor decide to go look for Michaela, see if she's all right. When they get to Jace and Michaela's room, the door's cracked open, so they kind of knock, and then they don't hear anything, so they go in. They find Michaela's coming out of the bathroom. They ask if she wants to go outside to the fire and have a little chat, so they go outside. At this point, Jace is downstairs playing pool with all the other guys.
Okay.
Michaela starts to open up to Macy and Taylor about everything that's going on in her marriage and where they stand, while Dakota and Jace are kind of talking about everything that had happened that day.
Okay.
So at that point, Taylor was kind of shocked because she always was under the impression that Jace and Michaela were, in the sense, emotionally very on par with one another, in sync.
Yeah.
They were the ideal relationship to look towards when it comes to that aspect. So seeing this, she was kind of thrown off. But she does give Michaela good advice about, if you do want to move past this, you have to work through it. So going to therapy and getting the help and talking to someone is the only way that you're going to move forward. And if you don't do that. So Michaela says after talking to the girls, there's something freeing about letting all these emotions that got so pent up, letting those go, that she's been holding in for so long. And it is motivating her to go to couples therapy for her marriage.
Okay.
The next day, everyone's getting ready to leave StageCoach. And Taylor goes up to Jace in the morning and asks how he's doing. He says that the space and time will allow Michaela to do some good. I think that's because coming up, they're going on more press, so I think they're going to have some time away from one another.
Okay.
Taylor said that her and Dakota were talking about it last night because this was the first time they saw the two of them fighting. And Taylor tells him that she told Michaela that the only way to get past everything is to go through it. Jay says he knows it's going to take some time, but he does have jealousy for Taylor and Dakota's relationship because of how great of sexual chemistry they have.
That's all they have.
And Taylor says, well, she longs for having a good relationship. So I guess the grass is never greener on the other side.
Right.
Jace does ask Taylor what's going on with Dakota, and Taylor says that she was always hoping, and she sees that Dakota is trying, and she thinks that maybe it's time to give it another shot.
Okay. All right.
After the girls get back to Bravo, and it's just Jordan and Jesse in a car together, Jesse says that StageCoach things are better between her and Jordan. Jesse and Jordan start talking about if Taylor and Dakota should get back together or if they are back together. It turns out, though, that one of the times Dakota and Taylor were separated, one of Leanne's friends reached out to Dakota to check in on him. Things got flirty, and it turned to sexual flirting.
Like Taylor's mom?
Like Taylor's mom.
Taylor's mom's friend
reached out to Dakota.
Okay.
Things got flirty.
Okay.
And then turned to sexual flirting, but when it came time to actually hang out, Dakota shut it down and backed out.
Okay. All right.
Jesse says that if she sees Taylor, she can't not say anything. And at this point, Jordan was like, I told you this because I wanted to show you I trust you and I wanted to have our good relationship back. But he understands and says that Dakota is planning on telling Taylor.
Oh, okay.
At this point, Taylor thinks that Dakota has told him everything. Everything. And when Jesse asked Jordan which friend this was, they blur out her name. Jesse does indicate that this is a very, very close family friend to Taylor. And Jordan just looks like he wants nothing to do with this anymore. And she's like, this could ruin her mom's friendship with this person.
Right.
Her family's friend. Like, this goes way deeper than just Dakota lying and cheating with some random girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the end of the episode.
That's it. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess pick it back up next week.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Any preview?
I actually did start watching next week,
yeah, so yeah.
But the preview included Whitney and Demi at a lunch together. It included kind of like clips of the reunion. It included Jen with Ezra, a Dancing with the Stars pro, dancing, and it included, I think, Taylor and Dakota taking baby photos together, like family photos.
Okay. So Dancing with the Stars? Like...
Yeah, so since next week is the reunion, then this week happened with Stagecoach.
Yeah.
Then they filmed the reunion.
Okay.
Then they filmed this next episode. So they know that they're on Dancing with the Stars now. Next episode.
Okay.
So they know who's on it. So then I guess Jen had met Ezra when she was out there last, and then they stayed in contact. So she went to go meet up with him in Utah when he was home, because he's from Utah.
Okay.
And met up with him to at a dance studio, but we'll see that.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
So yeah.
And then next week, we're at the beach.
Yes.
We might do a Secret Lives of Mormon Wives episode. We might just push Secret Lives till the following week and maybe do a couple of your... What was it?
Let's Marry Harry.
Let's Marry Harry.
Comes out August 5th, which is...
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, which is the day before this
recording
episode.
This.
Yeah, so
tomorrow.
by the time this comes out, it'll be out. But yeah, so Let's Marry Harry comes out, so we might do a quick one, and then...
And how many episodes of that are there?
7.
So we were going to do like three, and then
the final. The finale.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll figure that one out. So might be 1 episode drop next week, might be 2.
Yeah, maybe we'll record at the beach.
I don't want to promise any of that.
There will be something next Thursday.
Yeah, there will be something that comes out next Thursday.
Let's Marry Harry, might be Secret Lives.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be more. Who knows?
Maybe. I did start watching next episode, so I already am kind of ahead. But
all right. Well, we'll figure something out. We can always record at the beach, too. Maybe.
You want to lug all this stuff to the beach?
It's not that much.
Okay. We'll see. Maybe coming to you from a different location.
Yeah. Not the basement bar, but from the beach. We'll see. All right. Well, anyway. Thanks for listening, everybody. We appreciate it. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at RealityHitsMatt. That's RealityHitsMatt, just 1TM Matt. Same on TikTok at RealityHitsMatt. And if you have any questions, comments, want to drop us a line, email us realityhitsmatt@gmail.com. Thanks.
Thank you.